The super rich are really different than most of the population, and it's not because of their salaries. It's because they know how to avoid paying taxes. According to a new report from the nonprofit investigative journalism organization ProPublica, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos paid no income taxes in 2007 and 2011. And Tesla founder Elon Musk's income tax bill was zero in 2018. The report found that overall, the richest 25 Americans paid less in taxes than many ordinary workers do, once you include the taxes from Social Security and Medicare. The report highlights the vast and growing inequalities between the wealthiest Americans and everyone else. Earlier this week, the White House press secretary said there's more to be done on this issue.
I'm not going to comment on specific unauthorized disclosures of confidential government information. I can tell you that broadly speaking, we know that there is more to be done to ensure that corporations, individuals who are at the highest income are paying more of their fair share. Hence, it's in the president's proposals, his budget, and part of how he's proposing to pay for his ideas.
She went on to say they're looking into the leaks because, quote, unauthorized disclosure of confidential government information by a person with access is illegal, and we take that very seriously. The press secretary said the matter was being sent to investigators and officials with authority to investigate how the information was released. Paying for a wedding is no joke. You have the dress, flowers, photos, not to mention the post-pandemic battle to lock down a venue. And it only gets worse if you're planning to get hitched in the nation's capital. TheWeddingReport.com crunched the numbers on what your big day will cost you in all 50 states and DC. And it found the district is the third most expensive place to get married. The average couple spends more than $36,000. Yikes! The only two places that cost more are New Jersey and Hawaii. If you want to save a bit of cash on your nuptials, hop across the border. The average wedding cost is about $3,000 less in Maryland and $7,000 less in Virginia. I say save the cash and spend it on the honeymoon. Summer is here, and with crime on the rise in Atlanta, Police Chief Roddy Bryant says he's restructuring the department. The APD leader addressed the city council on his plans on Wednesday. One area of focus is getting more officers up to speed on conducting investigations in the areas most affected by crime.
We're able to train over 50 of our police officers to help supplement this unit, which will be operating both on a day shift and an evening shift and later into the hours, so giving us a greater span to address some of the concerns that we are getting.
Another trend that alarms the chief is the proliferation of guns on the streets.
We believe that we have to intercept that. We have to do a better job of being able to find out where these guns are coming from and cut that avenue off.
Chief Bryant says the department will tap into targeted federal assistance from Homeland Security and the ATF to curb escalating gun violence. Chief Bryant recently transitioned from his interim role into a permanent one after stepping into the position last summer, following former Chief Erica Shields' resignation. Julio Jones is not just trading teams, he's trading numbers. The Tennessee Titans' newest wide receiver said no thanks to new teammate A.J. Brown's offer to give up number 11 for him. Jones wore number 11 during his 10 seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, but for the Titans, he'll be sporting number 2. This isn't the first time Jones switched jerseys. He wore number 8 when he played for the University of Alabama. To get Jones, the Titans traded several draft picks, including a second rounder in 2022 and a 4th and 6th round picks in 2023. Well, that was awkward. Turns out a 38-year-old man was found stuck in a giant vineyard fan, kind of like the one you see here. Here he is when a Sonoma sheriff deputy discovered him after 2 days. The deputy was on the scene to investigate that suspicious blue car sitting there in the field. Officials still don't know why he was found in this compromising position, but they can speculate all of the meth they found with him might be a clue. It's official. Universal's thrilling Jurassic World Lasso coaster has left the gate. The ride opened Thursday, making fans scream with delight. Now, as you can see, the Lasso coaster is not for the faint of heart. It's Florida's tallest and fastest coaster, reaching speeds up to 70 miles per hour. Not to mention the 2-minute-long ride is packed with death-defying turns and steep drops. If you're going to check it out, you better do it on an empty stomach.